unmute. Hey, how we doing? I think I undid everything. Yes, look at me go. I actually used my hotkeys today and they actually work. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I have no time constraints today. Thank God, right? So, if I remember it correctly, we're on part 3, right?
I think so.
Because this is the 3rd day. Monday we finished book 5. Tuesday we did part 1. Yesterday we did part 2. So Thursday, today is part 3. So tomorrow we'll do part 4. And then Saturday we'll finish up on part 5. It is 5 parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. So we'll be done before the week is over. And then there's not gonna be any more Twisted Wonderland streams for a while. It makes me kind of sad, but
we're also gonna be doing a lot of moving.
Right, so
So that's like a couple weeks after it ends, but still.
Maybe not.
Who knows how quick it's gonna happen?
I don't think it'll be until like June, but who knows?
Still.
But either way, there's not going to be any more Twisted Wonderland streams after this week, as we're both trying to finish up our last year for a while at college. For me, anyway. I don't know about you.
I'm not interested in it anymore, because it's...
I get it. So...
I'll figure out what to do with myself. We'll both figure it out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. But once I finish book 6, it is likely I will be coming back to reread it with you guys. Just so you guys don't miss anything. Same thing with book 7, even though book 7 is not complete.
Yet.
We'll probably do that one together kind of thing. But, because it's going to be a long time until it's done.
Which means we will have to space it out a lot more. Because
we don't know when new books are coming out.
They usually release them every 2 months. At the moment.
Which is really stupid, because, like...
They're trying to finish it on JP, and then they have to translate it.
And who knows? It's not even finished on JP.
No, it isn't.
I don't think it's anywhere near being ready to be done.
It's close, I think, but it's over 100 chapters long.
So yeah, either not going to do book 7...
Or it's going to be an everyday thing.
We either won't do book 7 until it's done, and it'll be like an everyday thing for a while, when I can, basically. Or we'll do it, once I finish book 6, we'll do book 6, and we'll catch up with book 7 in one stream, or something, maybe 2 or 3 streams, depending. And then we will keep going as it comes out. I have not decided how we're going to do it yet, but that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, though, for the rest of the birthdays... if I'm able to, over the summer, I might do something for the characters, on their birthdays and stuff for the next couple months, because, Ruggies is next week, then we've got Epples, and there's another May one.
I'm trying to think.
Silvers in May. So, that, I know for sure. June and July, I can't remember off the top of my head. I know, no. Well, July is Leona. He's the only July one. The list is right there.
Huh?
The list is right there on the table.
It is,
I can't
get up either.
Yeah, so we're both stuck, and I can't get the list that's on the table over there. So.
But
yeah, I
do know whose is in August. One of the 2 in August.
Isn't it Riddle and Jamil?
I think so. Yeah.
Or maybe Jamil is in September.
If they're both Virgos, then most likely.
Okay, let me see.
We're gonna look.
Album. His is in September.
Yeah, but that means they do... That means Riddles is probably...
Kaleem's is in June.
That's what I thought, but he's the only one in June. He's the only Cancer.
Orthos is in August.
The 2 August birthdays. Now we know what they are.
January, May, March.
And December.
No, January.
His is January. His is December.
No, January.
They're both January.
They're both January. Malleus is January. Silver is May. Sebek is March. Lilia is January. Grimm doesn't have a birthday as far as we know. Yep.
It's unknown at the moment. Help me. Talent escaping.
I never actually saw his
4 paws.
gastronomy club.
Help me.
That's like basically like food and cooking and
That's fun.
I did not
I didn't
know.
even know they had that.
Real. Okay, no. So I did those, and then Edios is in December, Orthos is in August, Rooks is in December, Epils is in May, Vils is in April, Germiels is in September, Kolims is in June, Floyd and Jade are in November, Azul is in February, Ruggy is in April, Jack is in October? I want to say October. Yeah, so like October late. Yep, October 11th. I was right. Look at me go. And then Leona's is in July. Trace is in October.
You think?
25th. Yes. Caters is in February. Deuce is...
I don't know.
I clicked on Ace. Well, his is in September, but Deuce's is in June.
And Riddles is in August.
And Riddles is in August.
His is very late August.
But yeah. Ugh. Look at the silly.
The silly. Did you lose your map, dude?
He did.
Oh no.
So as you guys can see, I'm currently very broke because of Vil's birthday card. How long do I have left? I have until the 15th. So I've got 4 days to get this little brat home. And then I'm done.
It's loading.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
This brat. I love him. He's a freaking brat. And see, I only need 20 more pulls. So like 600 gems. Let's see. How much would that actually cost me? $24. I need to see how much I've already spent this month before I do that.
It'll be after stream.
Yeah, I'll check how much I've spent this month on Twist alone. After stream, but and I think it's possible to get that from Twist Tunes and stuff, but I have no idea.
Book 6 will definitely have when you read it.
Yeah, but I have 4 days.
I know. Violet.
Anyway. What the heck was that?
I have no idea.
I guess let's get started, because I have nothing else to talk about. Wrong button! Ugh. Like I put like a character icon, I feel like a little silhouette of a person up there.
Like, do it like Gonzalez in the thing. Like that. That's a different button. You have to navigate like...
Alright. Oh no. Chapter.
Help.
How many chapters are you doing today? 17. Okay, that's not bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, chapter 1 of book of number part 3. I'll look around. Ooh, I think there's a twist tune in this one.
Yes. I think so.
Is this where we're supposed to meet up? Everybody better be here. Ah, there you are. Did all of us actually arrive on time? Now that's a rare occurrence. It took you guys long enough. The crowds have been totally overwhelming. Well, this is the central square for the festival. There are bound to be crowds. Aren't the decorations impressive? The main event will be held on that stage. Now, this festival is a particularly important ritual in Shatteland's history, said to date back to before the advent of magic.
Here we go again in another interminable lecture.
Is that tent over there the stage? The biggest one? There are a bunch of smaller tents around, too. The smaller ones had little performances and merch and stuff.
Say, Professor Train, since we're doing field work and all, could we take a look around the square?
Well, I don't see why not. We have a bit of time before the show starts. Alright, everyone can go observe the festivities. Nice! Hey, Yuma, Grim, are there any tents you want to check out? If you look to the right, there's a most fascinating sight. Oh, hey, what's that over there on the left?
Who do you want to go with?
Oh, this is hard. This is hard.
Who would you rather not disappoint?
Don't give me that! I said I don't want to disappoint either of them!
I know.
Which way did you go?
I think I went with Mally's.
Okay, I'm going with my baby boy. What? There's a dog on its hind legs leading around a human on all fours! A dog walking its owner. At least that's the costume idea. Well, it's less of a costume and more of a full-on mascot outfit. There are tons of others. A two-tailed horse whose head has a second rear, a crawfish preparing to cook a chef, a ship being chased by fish. What a fun lineup. But, you actually like those bizarre get-ups? You've got some strange tastes, Yuma. Ooh, I get it. Oops. They're all role reversals. So then, if a dog walking its owner counts, couldn't you two get into the show if you swapped roles? I don't know. I wouldn't want Yuma leading me by the collar even if it was for a show. Wait a sec. If you're the one being led, then... Huh? You clearly meant the opposite, Grim. It's so busy here. There's so many different showcases, I doubt I could catch all of them. Yuma, let me know if there's anything else you're interested in. Oh, I just saw something curious come out of that tent way over there. Hey, Yuma, let's go check out that tent up front. What's going on with the tent up front? Check it out, Yuma. They're playing instruments. They've got a drum, some kind of violinish thing, and a bugle. I was wondering where the lively music was coming from. Looks like we found it. It's so loud, it's hard to believe just 3 people are playing. It makes me want to dance. Yeah, I was just getting into the groove too. La 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 la. Looks like everybody around the tent is dancing with their arms locked together. They seem so friendly. Do they all know each other? No, this festival has always made an effort to ensure everyone from all walks of life can enjoy themselves. Those people in front of the tent over there. I think I've seen them before. Can you take dues for this part? Thank you.
Lots of back and forth.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just I see some familiar faces over by that tent there. Oh, hi.
Hi, guys.
Those are ♎ Academy students, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right, there's Nish, and he's surrounded by a bunch of townsfolk. I see Chenya as well. I wasn't expecting to run into him here.
There are more of them, too. The whole area is crawling with sparkly ♎Academy prince archetypes.
I guess all the preppies turned up for the social, too, huh?
You stand out even in these vast crowds. That's ♎Academy for you, I suppose. I see some other people I know as well. I guess a lot of arcane academies came for the social. This show is supposed to be the centerpiece of the festival. I'm sure it's on every school's itinerary. Hey, someone's come out on the center stage! Looks like the festivities are starting. Everyone have a seat at the tables. With the bench seating, there's enough room for 6 people at each table. I'll sit with Professor Train. I'm sure it will be quite educational. Yeah, I'll sit at that table too. That way I don't get stuck as the odd guy out. Very well. Yuma, come join us. You could stand to learn more about this world. Then I shall join your table as well. I'd like to hear Yuma's thoughts on everything. Hey, I'm sitting next to my hench human. Someone's got to look after him. Is that right? Then I shall sit next to you, Grim. I trust you won't mind. I guess, if you insist. Now, hold on! I would also like to sit at my liege's table and hear his insights. Sit elsewhere, Grim, and I shall take your place. That will make 6. You're not the boss of me. I don't really care where I sit, but I don't like your tone, so nah, I ain't moving. Have you no appreciation for what an honor it is to sit next to the great Malleus? The seat is wasted on you. Yikes, here we go. Another endless circular argument over something completely trivial. If someone doesn't step in here, we're never going to get this seating figured out. How about we settle this with rock, paper, scissors? Oh, a simple and straightforward approach. Very well, Grim. To battle. 1, 2, 3, shoot! What? Woo! I win! How bitter defeat tastes. That's what you get for leaving your fate up to chance. If you don't want to lose, you should be better prepared.
So this is where the Night Raven College students are sitting.
Hello, 𝙀. Are you touring the festival as well?
Yes, it's part of my duties as a student council president, since I invited all the schools. Might I join your table? I'd enjoy the chance to chit-chat with you all.
By all means, you're more than welcome. There's not enough space, however. Oh, that's an easy solve. Grim can sit in Yuma's lap. Of course, any opportunity to chat with a 𝛾𝽾𝽾 College student is an honor. I'd be glad to have you join us. Oh man, I don't want to be stuck on someone's lap. Well, you could always sit with me. That grin's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Sounds like an even worse option. Yuma, scoot back and make extra room for me to sit.
Apologies for the trouble, but thank you for having me all the same.
I'm sorry, I have to laugh at Idia for a minute. Oh, my boy.
He's out.
My word, I hadn't even thought of that option. Zol, why didn't you speak up when I wanted that seat? Because he wanted to preserve his hearing, obvs. I demand that someone other than Malleus let me sit in their lap! Are you aware how tall you are? I suppose you have a point there. Then you can sit in my lap, Zol. How desperate are you? Absolutely not. So back, don't pester them. You lost the contest, and now you must accept the outcome with grace. I beg your pardon, sir. My sincerest apologies.
Come now, there's no need to mope. You can sit on the next table over. There's hardly any difference.
Go on and sit down. The show's starting.
I guess I woke him. Sebek! What was that?
What is your cat doing?
I don't know. She's sitting on a...
She sits. Your attention, please. It's time to put down your work, leave your worries at the door, and celebrate. Topsy-turvy fest. Topsy-turvy? What? We all gonna stand on our heads or something?
The idea is that the participants' social standings are inverted, hence the festival goers need not worry about titles or status. The weak become the strong, and everyone can play the part of king.
So you could call it an unceremonious ceremony.
Indeed. As such, everyone wears masks for the duration of the festival.
Sensible enough. That way no one will recognize you, and you can conduct yourself however you please. Oh yeah, I did notice people selling masks around town. There's something cool about seeing everyone looking all mysterious like that. Pardon you, sounds like a good time to me. We all love Topsy-Turvy Fest, but the one who loved most of all was the kindly bell ringer! Who's that? Have you truly never heard of him? Nope! Grim, did you not even read a little about Fleur City before coming? Azul, that's very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Ignorant? Or...
It's because, like, that's very blank of you that you could think a freaking Grim could read.
Ignorant?
I don't know. I can't think of the word. It's very, okay, no, there it is. It's very stupid of you to think that Grim can read.
Word.
I figured a word represents that word. Whatever. If it ain't food, I ain't interested. You know, your one-track mind is oddly reassuring. What's this? Have you never heard of the kindly bell ringer? Never! Really? Really? That guy was talking to a hand puppet. Is he okay?
Why are you concerned? The puppet is clearly meant to evoke a ventriloquist's dummy.
What now? The clown behind the puppet is basically dubbing over it. He's talking without moving his mouth, so it looks like the puppet is talking. So he's talking to himself. Why would anyone do that? It's an act. Now quiet down and watch.
Grim, you're ruining this for everybody.
Since you don't know, then I will tell you the tale of the kindly bell ringer. Hi, Violet. She's peeking out the side.
Oh, hi.
One eye peeking out.
I can only see half of her face.
Yes, same.
Only.
Our tale begins in the small city where the righteous judge lived. The righteous judge was fair and just. Everyone respected him and abided by his judgments. That's the personage Flamme told us about at 𝛾𝽾𝽾 College. Oh yeah, there's a big stone statue of him in front of the school, right? So you remember. I'm surprised. Hey, I resent that. Of course I remember something I learned today. But there was no one who adored him more than his own disciple, the kindly bell ringer. Ooh, so the guy on the horse had a student.
Indeed, the kindly bell ringer's beloved beloved or beloved?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter how I say it. Okay. Throughout the Shoplands, much like the righteous judge.
Neither rain nor wind would deter the bell ringer from ringing the bells to announce the time throughout the town. But one day, disaster struck the peaceful city. You know, I've been wondering about this since I first heard anecdotes about the righteous judge. What exactly was this disaster? I tried looking into it before the trip, but I couldn't find any useful information.
I should think not, since no one knows it for certain. None of our literature goes into detail about it. The only rating we have on the matter is this disaster struck, enveloping the city in a shroud hued. In a shroud hued the same as fiery crimson motives.
Crimson, Does that perhaps suggest a great fire? Oh, yes, I understand fire is devastating on land. It's a frighteningly powerful element. Plus, back in the old days, they didn't have any building codes or regulations. The buildings were probably crammed way close together. The fire must have been worse than anything we could imagine nowadays. The fiery crimson engulfed the city, throwing the people into terror and chaos. But the kindly bell ringer rang his bell and gave courage to the people. He then valiantly fought to protect the city. Wow, neato! What a brave man he was! So he was basically a cool, gallant guy. Sounds like me! They say the bell ringer upheld the righteous judge's teachings and everything he did. What devotion! They must have truly trusted each other.
Yes, none of that would have ever happened if not for the righteous judge's exceptional character.
And what did the kindly bell ringer love most of all? Topsy-Turvy Day! A long time ago, when this festival was called Topsy-Turvy Day, the townsfolk chose the bell ringer to be their king, and oh, how they celebrated! What a wonderful man he must have been. And what a wonderful celebration this is. Do you appreciate it more now? Yep. Absolutely. I appreciate it too. We've got lots of fun in store, whether you're local or just visiting. It's time to kick off Topsy-Turvy Fest. Now some people in fluttery costumes are coming out. Okay, who's ready for some topsy-turvy fun? That's some rather impressive tambourine playing. They move so fluidly with those scarves hovering about. It's like they're floating on air. Extrovert energy, too strong.
It's traditional to perform a dance with scarves and tambourines at this show.
Hey, what's with the sparks that happen every time they shake the tambourines?
Those are a form of magical fireworks.
Oh, then is everyone dancing a mage?
No, most of them aren't. The sparks are produced by magical entities. The organizers work with mages to produce the magical tambourines. That way anyone can use magic during Topsy-Turvy Fest.
Interesting. So in keeping with the Topsy-Turvy theme, non-practitioners can use magic in a sense. They merely produce sparks, and you're all content with such trivial feats of magic? It would be so much more enjoyable if they perform grander feats. What's fun about banging on instruments so old they might as well be fossils? You could totally upgrade those. Rolo just explained they are traditional implements. Using the same ones is the point. It's not about the grandeur of the magic. What matters is that everyone can enjoy them.
This insipid festival is nothing but a gathering of Shen's magic item fools.
Did you say something just now, 𝙀𝘾𝘏? I'm so sorry, I couldn't hear you over the din of the festival.
Oh, it was nothing. I'm sure you'll learn much from experiencing the festivities firsthand.
Come on, everybody, join in the fun and get dancing! Oh yeah, time to boogie. I'm gonna show you all my jaw-dropping dance moves. Huh? Dance? Me? Please tell me you're joking. That's a hard no from me. Are you going to just sit there while everyone else is dancing? It'll stick out like a sore thumb, you know. Shroud, it would be impolite to remain seated when they've invited you to take part. Dude, it would be way more cringe if I danced. Are you all ready? Let's tear it up. Oh, man. Get him, boys. Pull him out there. Aw, I can't play. I don't get to play the twist tune. Okay, we're gonna back out and we're gonna go play it because I want to play it. Okay, we're gonna back out and go play it. And I'll play it on the easy one since that's technically what it would give me. You guys, honestly, you probably want to see it anyway. It's very cute. It's right. It's near the end. Well, it'll tell me. I think so. Because it'll just give me the intro to the twist tune and then cut out. Oh, look at Rook.
Save time.
Okay, I went to go into the twist tunes to play it. All right, now I have to remember where the heck it was. Okay, event stories. Glorious Masquerade. A burst of fireworks, maybe?
Were we on Topsy-Turvy Fest?
I think so. Let's see. How does this one start? I think I'm right. I can't keep this up. All this spinning is making me dizzy. Everyone's totally dazzled by me. Let's crank this party up! Hey, wait. Where'd all the tambourine sparklies go? Those tambourines are simple magical trinkets made specifically for this dance. I imagine the magic they were imbued with has run out.
It's finally over. Well, everyone, let's say we wrap up here and adjourn back to campus.
I don't wanna! I'm just getting started! Time to really spice things up! Not lagging. Thanks. Look at everybody's masks. Ooh, fireworks! Where are they coming from? They're so pretty and sparkly. Way bigger than the ones from the tambourines. Check it out, Yuma! Everyone's going gaga over my magic.
Grim, you should know better than to just fire off magic in the streets.
You're just jealous because everyone's impressed with me. We are no such thing. Your antics risk my leash losing face. Okay, everybody, quiet down. It looks like some mischievous fledgling mage decided to give us a little present. And hey, this festival only comes once a year, so let's forget all our cares and party down. That was so cool! Do the fireworks again. Come on, everyone, let's dance some more. Looks like all the... Oh. Thank God it was empty?
Yeah. And then you realized who you were reading.
Yeah.
Looks like all the festival goers are happy. Good for you, Grim. Now Professor Train will let you off the hook for using magic. Will he, though? Scratch that. He's totally peeved.
I should think so. Someone as strict as Professor Train wouldn't just let you get away with breaking the rules. Poor Grim. He's gonna get the lecture of a lifetime when we get back to Night Raven. Still, the festival goers enjoyed it. That was a fine way to energize the event. Perhaps I could put on the performance I had prepared as well. Slow down, Malleus! You were planning to perform it at the ball, right? A special present has the most impact when offered at a special time.
Come on.
Well, you're just saying that because you're scared. If you were to get carried away by the festivities and perform it now, you'd be spoiling half the fun. Would I? Help me. Hold my collector for a second. Ugh. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Trust me. No one else at our school can turn maximum profit for minimal effort like I can. Personally, I kind of wish you'd just forget the whole thing. Yes, again, you really don't know when to let something go. You're just going to have to deal with it. And I'll take your advice, Session Grotto. Instead, I'll offer a more modest blessing of fireworks. A gift from Malleus himself. You should prostrate yourselves in gratitude, humans. Everyone's enjoying the festivities. This is wonderful. Allow me to help, Malleus.
A gift, huh? I don't really love just giving away stuff, even if it's not much worth much. But hey, a little magic's a small price to pay for the debt of gratitude. Here goes.
I love how everyone just started doing it anyway. Looks like the Night Raven boys are the ones setting up all these fireworks. What a perfect time for me to join in with a little whimsical magic of my own. Check it out!
Kenya, you know better than that. Then again, if it's making everyone happy, maybe I should do a little too.
Is this part of the social? Then let's help liven things up. Regardless of how this happened, I wouldn't want Night Raven to be outdone.
Agreed. Let's show them what we're made of.
Ah, the crowd is so lovely and lively and full of smiles. Marvelous! Allow me to contribute as well. I suppose after getting the locals' hopes up, it would be poor form to disappoint them. Fine, I'll allow it as long as you remain on your best behavior.
Certainly. I'll make sure to lighten things up in an appropriate way.
How's Warden? Let's send off a big burst of fireworks together.
Magic-addled fools, the lot of them. The sight of it all sickens me.
What's the matter, Farmit? You should be enjoying the festivities as well.
Malleus, you and many of your peers possess exceptional magical prowess. As such, you should be circumspect into how you use it. I hardly think such power is meant for arbitrary spectacles that inflame the public.
As you say, I am indeed powerful. So am I not free to use it and bestow gifts upon the people as I see fit? The people enjoy seeing our magic. That's sufficient enough reason for me. Come, Yuma, join us in the festivities. I'll be right over there.
Magic is such a troublesome thing, wouldn't you agree, Yuma? I can only imagine how arduous it must be to spend your days surrounded by a gaggle of rambunctious, foolhardy mages. The world would be much better off without magic and the chaos it brings. Surely you must have had similar thoughts.
Magic is what makes things so fun.
Fun? You actually enjoy all of this ridiculous horseplay? Oh, how terrible. Your mind's clearly been poisoned by the mages around you.
Boo!
You'll see soon enough that magic is not something to be lionized.
Hey, Yuma, you got better things to do than stand around. Check this out. I call it the Great Grimm's Ultra Deluxe Golden Mega Fire. It worked! What amazing fireworks! The festival this year is something else. Keep the fireworks coming, mages, and I want to see everybody dance.
All these foolish mages.
Boo.
I actually think I was doing good voice acting on that too, because I tried to make it sound like I wasn't reading it in a monotone voice.
That sound. Alas, the nighttime bell has rung. It's time for our delightful festival to come to an end. Did everyone have some topsy-turvy fun? You're always welcome to come back again. We'll see you at next year's Topsy-Turvy Fest.
Boy, howdy, my case hurt from laughing so much.
All the locals looked like they had a blast. What a great festival. Attention all Arcane Academies attending the social. It's time to return to Noble Bell College. I don't see 𝙎𝘾𝑃 around. President Rollo already went back to school. I'm sure he's making preparations to welcome everyone. I see. I feel bad putting him to so much trouble. Considering how many mages you're hosting, it must have taken a great effort to get things ready for today alone.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
Also, is that his name?
No. He's just the student council aide.
Oh. I was gonna say his name is 𝙎𝙎. I can pretend.
Sure.
Yeah, honestly, it did, and our president's been especially busy. He's worked harder than any of us to make this social happen.
Say what? So Rollo's the kind of guy who looks all chill and detached but who secretly wants to make friends?
No, actually. He generally prefers to keep to himself. I was surprised when he brought up the idea of the social. I'm sure he did all of this to open up new learning opportunities for us.
He's strict with everyone, including himself, but he's very diligent.
He's also self-disciplined and discreet. His grades are outstanding, he's got magic and spades, and he's truly imaginative.
You know, I'm going to screenshot these two. I'm going to draw over them later and give them some eyes.
Every student at Noble Bell College looks up to President Rollo. Ridiculous. All of it. Magic, a blessing, a gift. Fun, lies, all of them. Utter tripe spewed by complete fools. Otherwise, what am I doing this for?
I just realized, are we going to still have to play the battles?
I don't know. Maybe? But I won't dwell on it. The suffering will finally be over soon enough.
I hope so.
The time has come. Like these flames, they will engulf everything, and I shall right this sorry state of affairs. Ah, I can hardly wait. I'm not doing the laugh. I really don't want to. I'm not... I've lost my spark with evil laughs, so...
It's okay. I got you.
Hi.
And I was saying how I'm kind of nervous because we might not get to see the battles and all of that. And there was one part in one of the battles towards the end, I think it was Rollo's Overblot battle, where Malleus is just like, dudes, you gotta leave. I gotta do this by myself. And I'm just like, I want y'all to see that. So I'm like, really hoping that
I'm pretty sure they do that. I'm pretty sure they let you do the fights, but not the twist teams.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure.
We can always see if we can find the chapter after stream and check. I'm beat after putting on that big show. I just want to go to my room and pass out. You must wait. One of the students here asked all social participants to assemble in this hall. I think all the students from the other schools are here too. Perhaps they're going to give us our schedule for tomorrow?
No.
Huh? Is that the Bell of Solace? It must be. There's no mistaking that distinctive ring.
I thought the bell only rang at morning, noon, and night, and the nighttime bell has already rung. So why is it ringing this late?
Is there some sort of flame in the corner of the hall? Looks like a flower, actually. Oh, look, there's a bunch of pretty red flowers by these pillars. I don't remember them being there when we first arrived.
They're beautiful. I've never seen anything like...
Uh-oh. Oh, did that guy just touch the flower and collapse? What's happening? I'm getting dizzy. Ugh. The students near those flowers are fainting, one right after another. And more flowers are popping up at an alarming rate.
I don't know if it's just me or what, but I'm feeling kind of lightheaded.
Ugh, it's not just you. I'm having a dizzy spell too, it seems. It appears that the people closest to the flowers are fainting the fastest. What a sinister glow they have. It's enough to give me pause. Is it possible... Am I actually frightened by these tiny blooms? The propagated flowers are climbing up my legs! What is this? Strength fading. The more they cover me, the fainter I feel. I fear I may be... Malleus! Are you alright? I'll get these flowers off immediately. Sit tight, please. Ghastly plants! How dare you swarm our liege? Begone and wilt! Sığ, you came through for me. Please step back and allow us to handle this, Malleus. Mere weeds dare to harm the great Malleus. My magic shall obliterate you. Let's see.
Nope.
No!
You don't get to do it.
I'm gonna cry! Ugh, I'm sad now.
They won't get to see it.
I'm gonna have to... Okay. What I'll do is... After those streams where we'll have the battles and stuff, I'll go in, and in the description, I'll put in links to them.
So you can actually
so you guys can see them. Because there are parts I really, really want you guys to see that are only in the battles, so it kind of sucks that we don't get to redo them for this, but...
It does make sense.
It also makes sense. So, after stream, make sure, or if you're watching back on the VOD, please make sure you check the description of the stream, so you guys can go and see that one. Can I have a pencil so I can write that down real quick?
Chapter 8.
Was it chapter 7 or chapter 8? I think it was 7. Thank you. See.
A distinctive ring. No.
Chapter 7. That's distinctive ring. Okay. I'll take over for you while you go out there and look. No worries. Alright, chapter 8. Oh crap. I just hit chapter 7 again. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. Oh, no! Get a plastic bag and put it in there for now, and we'll deal with it after stream.
I just hope it's not whatever's in here is like perishable.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't
That's
think...
why I want to open it and then do it.
Okay, that's fine too. Just don't get it all over the counter. And let me know what it is. Withered plants! What in the world? The flowers just absorb Sebek's magic. The more spells we fire off, the more empowered they become. Their color, the way they glow, it's almost like fire. Careful, Yuma, there are flowers sprouting up behind you. Yuma, get away! We won't make it in time. Yuma!
Well, thankfully the container for it is not perishable, it's metal.
Oh, okay. Figured. Nothing's happening, guys. What? They ain't doing anything? Great! You had me worried over nothing! So you're alright, Yuma. Aha! I have it! Everyone, put away your magical pens. Huh? But won't the flowers swarm us if we do that? Apple, we must listen to our wisest professor. Silver and Sebek, that goes for you as well. Do as Train says. Yes, sir! The flowers aren't multiplying as fast now that our pens are away. No! Watch out! Everybody get back! Right, Aegis! Oh no! He found defending us! Riddle, stick behind me! You too, card soldier! Don't just stand there! Chenya, I never asked you to cover me! I can fight! We're all aspiring mages going to school on the same island. We gotta help each other out. Get out while I distract them! It's no use, we can't defend against these flowers. They've surrounded us. This is a disaster. I must notify President ḽ. Stay away from me! The mage is trying to fend off the flowers with magic became totally overrun and collapsing. We can't draw any definitive conclusions from just this, but it's a pretty safe hypothesis to say these flowers respond to magic. Everyone, gather around me and listen carefully. Whatever you do, don't even think about using magic right now. Do you know what these flowers are, Professor? I don't want to believe it, but given their fire appearance and ability to absorb magic, there can be no doubt. These are fire lotuses. Fire lotuses? I've never heard of such flowers. Are they common on land? No, it's the first I've heard of them too, and I know I'd remember if I'd seen one. I can hardly blame you for not knowing about them. Even I didn't recall them immediately. They're plants that thrive on all manner of magical energy. When you say all magical energy, does that mean... Yes, that includes the magical energy of mages such as ourselves. What? They sense magic, they reach out their vines, much like other plants reacting to the sun. Then they grow roots and absorb the magic. They'll continue to sap a mage's magical energy. It serves as nourishment to help them bloom. And once they absorb the last of the mage's energy, the mage loses their magic permanently. They lose their magic?! Dude, that's a final boss right there. They must be the most OP enemy in all of Twisted Wonderland. There's a plant that's horrifying growing on land?
Wait, this doesn't make sense. If a plant that dangerous existed, surely we would have learned about it in school.
Fire lotuses went extinct centuries ago. As I understand it, people back then banded together to eradicate the entire species in light of its danger. Nowadays, books on the history of magic give the plants only a passing mention as an old legend. Precisely. That's our Malleus. Your erudition knows no bounds. That guy just never stops.
But what's an extinct plant even doing here? Why is there so much of it?
That would be a better question for him. Him?
So you're still standing. I suppose your wretched academy's reputation is deserved after all.
Ah! It's you! Oh, dear God, things are getting bad.
Are you writing down each one?
Yes.
Have you been?
That's the only battle we've had so far.
Okay.
Rolo! Hey, don't be standing up there where the flowers can't get you. What's all of this you're doing, 𝙀?
Indeed. What an astute observation, considering what utter fools you are.
What did you just call us?
You wish me to say it again. Utter fools. All of you. Oh, you can scarcely imagine how hard it was to contain my laughter. As I watched you blithely indulge your merrymaking, completely ignorant of all the furtuluses I was setting out.
Furtuluses?
Furlotuses.
Fire lotuses.
I've always said it fearloose for some reason. I'm dumb. Sorry.
How are you? Why did you call? I get it. It's not 2 words, so I understand. But like, it's fire lotus.
Sorry about that.
My, that was quite a predictable villain line, you know.
Silence! You're the villains here. And what's more, you flaunted your magic and mesmerized our good citizens with it. You mages cannot be suffered to exist. I can't read.
Slow down.
But were I not, I shall bring salvation to your incorrigible villains like yourself. I shall engulf the world in the fiery crimson of these flowers, and strip every mage in Twisted Wonderland of their magic.
Say what? And there he is, folks, the secret mastermind who was controlling the final boss all along. But what kind of mastermind jumps the gun and shows up this early? Dude has like 0 patience. Could you not right now? You're ruining the moment. Strip us of our magic, but then I wouldn't be able to become a great mage. That ain't cool! What reason could you possibly have for this? And by the way, Rolo, this ain't everyone. So, there would be like at least 7 others. At least. That's it. That's
whoever's staying at the school, that is.
Exactly. And there's probably way more than, you know, all the graduates from Night Raven, Royal Sword.
They have to stop it from spreading.
Yeah, I know. Oops. Skipped it. Were these plans to spread, Briar Valley would not escape unscathed. Regardless of Flame's motivations, I cannot stand by and let this happen.
This is exactly why you're all utter fools.
How dare you! 3 times now you've called Malleus an utter fool. I've had it with you. Time to teach you some manners. Agreed. Rolo Flame, prepare for battle. We can't stop you without magic. I'm never a fan of the brute force option, but I suppose there's no alternative when our foe can't be reasoned with. Yeah, I can't just ignore an invasive plant species. I'm gonna put a stop to this before it spreads out of control.
I did it too.
What's so amusing?
Oh, you're far too late for that. My plan is already well underway. When the bell of Solus rang for an unprecedented 4th time tonight, it suffused with the city with magic. The fire lotuses aren't only in the school, they've spread throughout the city and are sapping the energy from every mage living here.
They've spread throughout the city? Everyone, look outside! Yeah, okay, Jamil. Very smart. My word, what a sight! The flowers are glowing brighter and brighter at the expense of all the people. While the flowers harbor no ill will, I could not possibly call them beauté. They're not. I thought you were an honorable guy, but no, you're just a dirty, low-down punk. It's on now. You come down so we can throw down.
You Night Raven College students are the only mages here still standing. What could you possibly hope to accomplish by yourselves? By all means, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙄. You'll curse your own impotence soon enough. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever.
Close enough. You had the right idea.
What was that noise? What noise? I didn't hear anything. I definitely hear something. It's a faint mechanical sounding. Whoa, it's getting louder.
Huh?
Allow me to invite you someplace more fitting, so you can channel your energies appropriately.
Ah! The floor's gone! I'm falling! Ah! Oh no, I'm falling! Yoa!
Grabs.
Simp. You want me to do it?
I don't care.
We'll finally be rid of it.
And those accursed mages with Malleus Draconia foremost among them, they'll all be finished. Enjoy your time down below, though I think you'll find it quite draining. At long last, I shall finally met out my justice.
So that was... It wasn't even a battle at the end of that. Wow. Okay.
Nope.
I was getting ready to write it down.
Nope. That one is, though.
Chapter 10?
Getting rid of plants.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is because the title.
I'll write it down and pray for you. Pray that you're right.
And if it's not, then cross it out.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is, anyway.
I'm sticky now all of a sudden.
Sticky.
I'm falling! Waiting for it to stop lagging before I click again.
I have to go upstairs to...
Okay. I must protect my students! Everyone brace for impact! Oof. Ow. Yep, landed right on my butt. Is everyone alright? I think I'm okay. I'm glad everyone's okay. It's like those who couldn't handle their own landing are unharmed thanks to Professor Train. Nicely done, Professor. Naturally, I landed fine on my own by applying a bit of wind magic. Is this really time to be sucking up? I see the fire lotuses have reached here as well. Where are we, anyway? There are way more flowers down here. They're covering everything. It's as if the ground is on fire. Floor is lava. No, I'm just kidding. It's not appropriate for that. So that was his plan. Drop us into a pit of flowers to train us quicker? How cowardly can that human be? We have to do something about the flowers. We cannot let them get malleus again. But they grow by absorbing magic. You can't use magic to destroy them. How will you handle them? It might not occur to you, considering the abundance of magic you were born with, but non-mages have their own methods for getting rid of plants. Getting rid of plants? Oh, I think I see what you're getting at. Want to fill in the rest of us? I think what he means is... Uh-huh, okay. Well, that's simple enough. Even I can do that. It's a laborious task, but it needs doing. Alright, is everyone ready? If we don't want these plants to suck up all our magic, then it's time to get picking! Yep, chapter 10 had one at the end there. Alright, I'm going to be right back because I need to get my... I need to just... I'll just be right back. I'm not even going to explain myself. I will be back. Promise. Yes. Okay, hi, I'm back.
Hello.
But I went to go try to unstickify my arms, and it didn't even work, so it wasn't even worth it. Oh well.
I don't even know why your arms are that sticky.
Yeah. TMI, child.
Sorry.
They don't need to know. I'm sorry for pulling up all these plants. I typically prefer picking stalks, not stalks. Ouch. I must say, doing weeding at my age wreaks havoc on my back. This is a new experience for me. I never knew picking plants was such a taxing endeavor. And every time I think I have things well in hand... Malleus, look out! More flowers at your feet! It's nerve-wracking to constantly make sure you don't get entangled. Not to mention time-consuming. Yeah, I'm about at my limit too. My stamina meter's gonna bottom out before my MP does.
Come on, guys. You gotta pull with your legs. Your form's all wrong. Those stems ain't gonna come loose if y'all keep stooping down with your backs. Get down in the dirt.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. What? I won't be outdone by any human. And there's one at Chapel 11. Not even going to write down the name of it. I'm just going to write down Chapel 11. We cleared the area. I've done weeding before, but it still wears me out. Guys, Professor Train's still crouching on the ground over here.
He is? You're right. Are you okay, Professor?
Back's too stiff. Can't get up.
Sheesh. A few weeds and you guys are crying uncle? The smallest kids would handle this kind of job back in the slums.
I'm so worn out. I don't even have the energy to get annoyed at your weird weeding flex.
I'm with you guys. I used to do weeding all the time in the orchards back home. But these fire lotuses have long, strong roots. They ain't no garden variety weeds.
Indeed they are not. Uprooting even one is an arduous task. You said that people eradicated these plants long ago. How did they achieve that feat? Their methods have not been passed down in our lore. But considering how swiftly these flowers multiply, I doubt they did it by picking them one by one.
To think a plant species could propagate so quickly, even down here with no sunlight. What a bothersome bloom.
Ah, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe it leads outside. I'd like to find out where we are. Let's step outside and see. Cat in the bag. It's my cat, because your cat is right there.
Oh, he's screaming.
The moon's so bright.
Oh, this is...
the same waterway we visited earlier today. So we dropped from the Noble Bell Lecture Hall into the underground waterways. Waterways? Oh yes, I read that there's a network of underground channels across the whole city. So this is one of them. Noble Bell College looks to be right above us. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say Rollo kept the fire lotuses prepared for his plan in this very waterway. He would have needed ample time and resources to revive an extinct flower. This area is concealed from view and close to the school. It would have been easy to hide the plants here. If this was where the flowers started growing, it would make sense that the waterway is teeming with them. IDK where Rollo got his hands on the seeds of an extinct plant, but boy, talk about a classic villain move. That guy does not disappoint. What's with these flowers? They just popped up out of nowhere. Someone help! My family's covered in red flowers and they won't wake up! No! Stay back! I can hear the townsfolk screaming. It's late. Most people would be winding down for the night. They are probably caught completely unawares. Oh, the mages in town must be getting attacked. This is so frustrating! I don't get it. Why is Rollo so angry with mages? Or maybe I should ask what happened to make him feel this way. How should we know? And why should we care? Since he views mages with such disdain, doesn't that mean he hates himself? He's one of us too. Of course the logic of such a twisted human being would elude us. Given the depths of his hatred, I suppose the 𝙎 was all a part of his diabolical scheme as well. What? It only makes sense. While we don't know the reason why, Rollo clearly despises mages. He must have planned to use the fire lotuses to disempower students from every arcane academy in one fell swoop. And we walked right into his trap, blissfully ignorant all the while. Like moths to the flame, huh? From where Rollo was standing, we must have looked like a bunch of brainless worms. Yes, as much as it chagrins me to admit, he was right. We were complete and utter fools. Okay, but, like, I kind of think he was targeting Malleus from the start. Ow. Slapped my cheeks too hard doing that. Like, we just did chapter 12, right? Yes. Chapter 13. What an anguished cry.
Violet, what are you doing?
Staring. Probably mad because it's 6 o'clock. She hasn't had dinner yet. It's entirely possible. Malleus is foremost among the mages at our school and the rest of the world, really. It wouldn't surprise me if the sorcerer was a smokescreen orchestrated for the sole purpose of bringing down Malleus. So this whole time, the sorcerer was just bait to catch the biggest fish of all, Malleus. I believe you've both made your point abundantly clear. You can stop hammering it home now. Malleus, are you okay? He's been frowning this whole time.
I can't blame him. I mean, you could say that we were all dragged into this mess because of him. Maybe he feels responsible. This whole discussion about Rollo's intentions is pure speculation on our part. Even if it was true Malleus has broken the rules, he has no reason to feel guilty.
I know how that sounds, but for Mr. Taskmaster Riddle, it's not just empty consolation. He'd probably say the same thing if he were in Malleus's shoes. True, though I don't get the sense that Riddle and Malleus are that upstanding. Something like this wouldn't make either of them feel guilty. But you see, you guys don't know Malleus. So, like... Anyway. Oh, there are flowers behind Malleus! More of them? What pestiferous plants. Malleus, get away! Malleus? Now I see. Everything he said was a lie. Oh, he's angry. Oh, this is very bad. Malleus is angry. Yeah, we kind of knew that, Sebek. Angry? I thought he was sad. The personal invitation to me, it was all pure deception. A ploy to lure me into a trap. You'll pay for this. You will pay, Rollo-Flamme! The growl in my voice. Oh, jeez, he is big mad. There, you see? Remind me, who spouted the silly notion that he was a sucker who felt guilty? Oh, boy, this dragon's, what an anguished cry he has. It makes my own heart tremble.
I don't think that's your heart trembling. It's literally the ground.
Malleus was overjoyed to be personally invited to the social. He insisted on making extra preparations and reading everything he could about Fleur City. Yes, and he eagerly counted down the days until our trip by marking them on his calendar. Now that all his hopes have been dashed, his sorrow must be unfathomable. Oh, what a heart-rending sight. We're in mortal danger, and that's what he's mad about? I thought I'd been issued a genuine invitation. You shall pay dearly for this. Yeah, this is what happens. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, no. What am I trying to say?
This is what happens when you make me angry.
No, I was going to say this is why everyone is terrified of Malleus and why no one wants to invite him to things. Because if he ends up angry for some reason or whatever, this happens. And don't get me wrong, he's every right to be angry right now.
It snows when he's sad.
Yes, and I think they would have preferred that, but... like... I don't know. Just... don't make him mad. See, this is why I shouldn't be skipping the story. And yet here I am. Anyway, say it isn't so. Oh my gosh, it's lagging. We're almost done. Did he just jump from the stairs?
I think so.
Because I heard thump onto the plastic mat and then another thump as he came down.
Okay.
Okay, cat. Whatever, cat.
He's weird.
It seems they're not scared of their carriers anymore.
What?
They're not scared of their carriers anymore.
No, because they're closed. They're not open. That's why.
Oh, my fur's standing on end. It's Static City over here. He's radiating so much power, I can't move.
It feels as though anyone who took a step towards him right now would get sent flying back.
Urgh. Oh my gosh. Come on.
I can't take it for some reason.
Come on. You can do it.
You can't do it.
Cease this at once, Draconia. All this power will draw in more flowers. Just take a deep breath. Ah, shit. Look! More flowers! Scores of them! Malleus, please stop. You're putting all of us in danger. These weeds. That boy! They will all rue the day they mocked me! Whoa!
He just got rid of them.
That kicked up so much dirt, I got a bunch of it in my mouth. I can't see with all this dust.
What incredible power. Deuce, everyone, are you alright?
Yeah, I think so. But what about Malleus? After that burst of power, the flowers must have devoured him. Oh no. No, say it isn't so. Malleus!
He's fine.
What? Huh? You're safe. I'm perfectly fine, as you can see. Jeez, don't scare us like that. How could you be fine after all those flowers swarmed you? My word. Everyone, look around Malleus. What's this now? The fire lotuses are wilted? I'm glad we're all safe and sound, but Draconia! How could you forget yourself in a fit of pique? Have I not repeatedly outlined how Night Raven college students are expected to always remain calm and remain proper decorum? Ah! My liege is safe! Oh, if anything had happened to you, I don't know what I would have done! It needs to stop lagging. Malleus, I must ask that you never give in to your anger and expose yourself to danger like that again. I'm glad you're okay. When I saw the rest of you in a panic, it helped calm me down somewhat. Mental note, never make Malleus mad. Like, ever. Agreed. I like being alive, thank you very much. I love their dynamic. But why did the flowers wilt? Draconia, care to explain what you did? It wasn't intentional. I simply unleashed my full magical might. It wasn't intentional? But the fire lotus leaves are clearly drooping. Some of them have yellowed as well. Something damaged them. I've seen similar things happen to plants back home in the Scalding Sands. Let me stop doing that.
What?
Stop trying to predict what they're going to say before it loads. The temperature is drastically different during the day than it is at night. When someone sets out plants during the day and forgets to bring them in at night, a frost forms on them and they wilt like this.
Frost, you say? Considering Malleus's power, it's possible. Perhaps you froze them when you unleashed your might.
I don't recall doing anything of the sort. Then how?
You know, I think I know what happened.
What was that, 𝙎𝙾? Have you identified the cause?
Yes, sir. I think so. The same thing happened to some veggie seedlings I was growing back home. Going by just the symptoms, it looked like frost had got him, like Jamil described. But when I looked into it more, I found it wasn't the frost at all. The seedlings had wilted because of the fertilizer burn.
Fertilizer burn? Yep.
Too much fertilizer can mess with the plant's roots. It can cause them to decay or get all misshapen. I bet the roots of these flowers look the same. See here?
The roots of the flower you just pulled out are blackened and disintegrating.
Exactly. I think that's what wilted the fire lotuses.
Travian, what fantastic knowledge you've shown, Apple. I couldn't be more proud of my fellow dorm mate. Pat, pat.
Oh, it's just because I grew up on an orchard around lots of plants and stuff.
I beg to differ. It was an incisive insight drawn from personal experience. Fine work, 𝙎𝙾. The fire lotuses absorb all kinds of magic. In this case, they eagerly devoured all the power Draconia radiated, and as a result, they became overnourished and decayed naturally.
Well, that makes dealing with them way easier. If our esteemed companion here just unleashes one of his absurdly powerful spells, we could make all the fire lotuses in town wilt all at once, right?
Sounds easy enough to me. I'm afraid that's not feasible. Unfortunately, most of my power was absorbed during our initial encounter with the flowers in the lecture hall. What? Yeah, guys, don't do that. He's gonna die if you run him any lower. And he's gonna overblight. And then he's actually gonna die. And then...
Anyways.
Real convincing, bub!
I think you clicked the wrong one because it's lagging so much.
Hang on. Why would that make it lag?
I don't know.
Pretty sure I clicked the right one. And if I didn't, then I will skip and we will go to the right one. Alright, sir. I'm not under any great strain, but it will take longer than usual for me to cast spells. When we fell into the waterway, I tried to safeguard Yuma, as my friend can't use magic, but I couldn't control my magic as normal. I couldn't even levitate as I usually can. It will take some time for me to recover. My power alone won't be enough to eliminate the fire lotuses in the city as things stand. It makes sense. The flowers aggroed Malleus right away in the lecture hall. Yes, it's only because he's Malleus that he's still standing right now. Any other mage would have long since been sucked dry if that many flowers had got him at once. Those wretched plants, impertinence knows no bounds. It might not be feasible with just Malleus, but what if we all combined our magic? Who? Us? Are you Sirce? Okay, let me give you a metaphor. If Malleus's magical power is a 25-meter pool, each of ours would be a water bottle. No, not even that. We'd be a bottle cap's worth. The rest of us combined couldn't even reach half his power. Pooling our magic for some fancy combo attack? Please, we drop in the bucket compared to him. I wouldn't describe my power that generously. No, he's right. You possess immense power, Malleus. We could never hold a candle to you.
This isn't a competition, but the point does stand. Then I guess we gotta stick to weeding them the old-fashioned way.
Out of the question. It was hard enough to clear the ones around here. We couldn't cover the whole city. We'd never be able to keep up with how fast they spread that way. The flowers would swarm us in a second. It'd be like laying out a banquet for them.
Then what else can we do?
Oh, what if we burn them without using magic? That'd take care of them fast, right?
Deuce, you know how far they spread throughout the town? If we set them on fire, the flames will spread and burn down the whole city. That'd be just as bad.
Oh, right. Can't we ask Knight or even college and others outside the city for help? There are still unconscious students in the lecture hall, you know. And our magic is being sapped as we speak. If we don't ask fast, the flowers will drain them of their magic completely, and they'll never regain it. Judging by how rapidly I can feel my own power being drained, we have hours at most. We can't afford to wait for help. We cannot allow one man's nonsense to deprive these young students of their future. We have to do something.
I don't know. I mean, I personally couldn't care less what happens to the Royal Sword guys.
Rocky! Yeah, they kind of brought it on themselves. We could just go home right now. You fools! Don't you realize why you're still even standing? It's because Royal Sword Academy students sacrificed themselves so you could make it out unscathed. To think that you would turn your backs on them easily. So easily. Oh, where did I go wrong in teaching you? I've always exposed the importance of decorum, and yet... Whoa, Train's crying. Dude, apologize to him, Ruggy.
Wait, me? What you said was way worse.
You're both terrible. There are many victims left unconscious, with the flowers indiscriminately draining their magic. Stop lagging. Right now, the blooms are still within the city limits, but they will spread further before long. And when that happens, they'll endanger those we care about. Professor Train's right. It falls to us to wipe out the fire lotuses. Yes, I suppose so. While I also don't care about anyone from Royal Sword Academy, I can't stand the notion of leaving a debt unpaid. Okay, fair. It bugged me a ton if those sparkly normies saved us and we didn't even it up. You're totally right, Azul. You gotta pay back debts in kind. That's the spirit. The last thing I need is them invoicing us for medical expenses because they saved us. Besides, gentlemen, think about it. we could have a whole bevy of mages in our debt. How could we possibly let such a golden opportunity slip through our fingers? Here we go with Azul's bizarre idea that it's okay to take an L if he got some kind of dub out of it. That's not a healthy mindset, you know. Bizarre? Eric sent that. I only do this sort of thing when I expect an ample return. It's called an investment.
It's oddly reassuring how your priorities never change, Azul.
I share all of your sentiments. I haven't the slightest intention of walking away from this affair. I won't be satisfied until I can strike down ฬิ'ᴏᴏ for deceiving me. Absolutely! I couldn't possibly leave this city until he grovels before you and begs your forgiveness, my liege. Agreed. We need to teach Rolo that what he is doing isn't right. So let's put our heads together and think of a plan to save everyone. Save. Something about that word is nagging me. What's up, Yuma? I'd say you've connected the dots as well, Yuma. You're all making this much harder than it needs to be. The fastest way to eradicate the fire lotuses is to inundate them with magic until they wilt. But as we've established, our group doesn't have the power to do that on our own. So we'll just use an alternative. So we'll just use an alternate power source. Azul. Azul, I love you, but why? Hang on, can I see if my phone is charged? Because if I can unplug it. Oh Jesus, no, it's not. Wait, let me move this so I can actually sit comfortably. Because I'm sitting on the cord. It's not good. Okay. Chapter 16. Real convincing, bub. The fastest way to eradicate the fire lotuses is to inundate them with magic until they wilt. But as we've established, our group doesn't have the power to do that on our own. So we'll just use an alternate power source. But who could we turn to for such power when practically all the mages in the city are incapacitated? And there are few mages with magical reserves on par with our own. We'd have to gather hundreds of them. I'm surprised if you still don't get it. Dude, Malleus, you're powerful and all, but seriously, are magic pools to be all and none of you? I didn't peg you as an unga-bunga force kind of guy. Did you just mock my liege? Look, I mean, come on. If you can't do something yourself, wouldn't you normally use a tool of some kind to get the job done? Isn't using tools to make things easier the mark of intelligent life? Tools. There's a real handy one just begging to be used. You know, a magical artifact that sends magic all over the city. All over the... Ah! The Bell of Solace! Bingo! Remember what Rolo said when we first got attacked in the lecture hall? When the Bell of Solace rang for a fourth time, it suffused the city with magic. Cue smug face emoji. Normally, the bell rings 3 times a day, so Rolo rang it a 4th time to amp up the magic and make the flowers grow like wildfire. Of course, you're right. All the flowers popped up in the lecture hall immediately after the bell rang, which means... Now you got it! 1 extra ring is enough to make the flowers grow super fast. So if we ring it a bunch and fill the city with even more magical power, what do you think's gonna happen to all those precious flowers he spent so long carefully cultivating? The city would become even more saturated with magic, and the flowers would get overwhelmed and wilt. To think that what causes them to flourish would also be their demise. It's exactly like Apple's description of fertilizer burn. So we'll supply the necessary magic with a tool rather than our own power. It's true that I normally never consider that kind of option. There are very few instances where my magic is insufficient for a task. Wish I could say that once in my life. Very well, let us head for the Bell of Solace and ring it right now. I think not. All of you are to wait here. Huh? I will climb the bell tower and ring the Bell of Solace. Since we've cleared this area of fire lotuses, it's safer than anywhere else. All of you stay here until the bell is rung. Professor Treen, you shouldn't strain yourself. What do you mean by that? He's been stooped over this whole time. My father does the same thing when his back hurts.
Wait, so he hurt his back? Must have been from all the weeding.
I have not. Yeah, real convincing, bub.
Professor, why would you push yourself like that? You should have told us you're in pain.
He has his pride as a professor. It's only natural. He wouldn't want his students to see him in a moment of weakness.
So you're just trying to save face. Come on, Professor. Prayer ain't worth a single source cent.
But the Bell of Solace is on the top floor of the tower. The way up is bound to be infested with fire lotuses. It will be dangerous getting up there. You make our case for us, Train. You would climb the stars far too slowly since you're in pain. The flowers would consume you in seconds. Allow us to handle this. Please do. We're not afraid of the danger. We've learned from the best, after all. I don't like where this is going. This is gonna end with us having to climb the tower, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, idiot.
You'll have to deal.
Figure it out, buddy. Figure it out. Last chapter! Of part 3.
Of the day.
Yes. Man.
What?
Nothing. I get so into it, and then I don't want to end stream, but then I know I have to end stream because otherwise it's going to be 3 hours long.
And it's already lagging, so...
Yeah. I really need to find a better screen mirroring thing, but this was the cheapest one that I could cheapest one that I could do that does what I needed to, even if it's just in a browser window and it lags a lot. Like, I could not afford another year of PowerSoft. I couldn't do it. So I found something new.
I mean, it works, it's just, it has its moments.
It works, it doesn't have a watermark, and it's only $7 for a lifetime subscription. Worth it. This is strangely reminiscent of the story of the righteous judge and the kindly bell ringer. I'm sure the righteous judge was incredibly worried when the kindly bell ringer was trying to avert the catastrophe, but he chose to have faith in his dear pupil and let him go, and so the city was saved. As your teacher and chaperone, I'd much prefer it if you didn't endanger yourselves, but I suppose I must have faith in as that great man once did. You can rest assured that we shan't disappoint. Worry not, Professor Tran, for I shall protect Malleus.
Mind giving us a little of that protection, too?
I'm sorry for Sebek's lack of manners. You'll all have my protection, of course. It's fine. We should all be looking out for ourselves anyway. That's how I prefer it.
If you're worried, Reggie, you could always stay behind with Professor Train. None of us would hold it against you.
Ooh, in that case, maybe I should.
I wasn't speaking to you. As a house warden, it's your responsibility to help.
Actually, I'll be going to aid the mages in town once you set off. Wait, what?
But the city's overrun with flowers. It's too dangerous.
Professor, you hurt your back, did you not? You should lie down and put some ice on it. I suddenly feel decades older. Don't worry, climbing those stairs might be too much for me, but I can handle getting rid of some flowers. Professor, I know you're quite capable, but I do question whether you'll really be safe in town. Well, if all you were that concerned, Yuma, Grim... Yuma, since you have no magic pool to speak of, the flowers present no danger to you. And Grim, you're nimble and could easily avoid the flowers. I'd like both of you to join me in helping the townspeople. Aw, man, you're really asking me? I don't know. Sign me up. Thank you. I'm sure everyone will be immensely grateful to you. That just leaves you, Grim. Hey, Grim, are you going to let Yuma hog all the spotlight? If the three of you save the city, you'll probably be celebrated as heroes like the kindly bell ringer. Isn't that right, Yuma? I can hear their cheers now. Squee! Grim's the coolest who ever lived. Yeah! Okay, we all know it's true, but you're making me blush. Oh, fine. Just someone's got to bail out rickety old Train and my hand's human.
Oh boy, so it's either go for the bell or help in town. Both sound rough. In that case, guess I better suck it up and stick with Team Bell Tower.
Ruggy, stop being lazy.
Oh well, I appreciate your change in attitude, but why choose us? More human shields. I mean, the more people there are, the better my odds of survival are.
Exactly what I expected from you, Ruggy. You never disappoint. You know what? I can respect how Ruggy always looks out for number one. I'm looking forward to tangling with those stairs again, but I'm thinking along the same lines. Might as well come with. I'm coming as well. There's no telling what kind of grief I'd get later if I just stayed here. Besides, I can't let that smarmy villain get away with mocking us like that. Our school's honor is on the line. You bet I'm going with the Bell Group. I don't run from fights. I'm gonna make sure that punk gets it. For everyone he's hurt.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna regret springing a trap on us. I'll destroy every last fire lotus and wipe that smug smirk off of Rollo's face. Deuce, Epple, well said. Avenging every insult personally is the Night Raven College way. We shall crush 𝙎𝙁 ourselves.
Indeed. Let us ring the Bell of Solace and reclaim this beautiful Fleur City. Alright, everyone, listen up. Flamme used the Bell of Solace to propagate the flower, so there's no way he hasn't considered this possibility. He's bound to be on the top floor of the tower, safeguarding the bell. He's an exceptional mage, so I advise you to proceed with extreme caution. We're not going to lose to some grog-nerve mage clinging to an extinct relic of a flower. Please, don't insult us. Instead, I suggest you begin thinking of a suitable reward for when we overturn. I will put a stop to all his schemes. Where shall I begin? Just you wait, Flamme. We'll face one another soon enough. And with that,
We are done.
for today. Tomorrow we will be doing part 4, and we will be
Almost done.
we'll be one part away from finishing up. And
ワイパー先輩交流会に参加した高校生の名前をすぐに全員分覚えてほしい
and I totally lost my train of thought. And I'll be, like I said, I'll be putting the links to the battles that we didn't get to see in the description for those who are going to rewatch afterwards or just are watching the VOD. And yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Bye bye.